Hello and welcome to this tutorial where I will show you how to make a turtle eggless pigment farm in the nether in the 1.16 version of Minecraft. Java edition. I am currently running with the 20W11A snapshot, but I will update the title, description, and also leave a comment on this video if something changes to the farm. But yeah, let's get right into it. So basically, yeah, as I said, turtle eggless farm. And what you want to do to start off with is find a place that is pretty much like this, where you don't have anything close to you. So what you want to do is, well, you can hold down F3 and press G, which will basically show you chunk borders. The reason why we want this is because we don't need it. It doesn't have to be this precise, but basically the farm has to be built in a 2x2 chunk radius from you, the player, without having any additional ground around you. So if I made it over here, for example, if I made it right here, or started building it right here, as you will see in a bit, you can see that once we get to the second chunk here, we actually do get some ground showing. So we would like not to have that. Now keep in mind, I have been testing these farms, and it doesn't have to be precise. I have gotten it to work, and it works pretty well. But the less that you have showing, the better. So this place is actually pretty optimal for this. So if I have stand right here, we have one pretty free, totally free, and another. And if we go back here, so we have 2 chunks free in that direction. We have 2 chunks free in this direction. This bit is clipping, but that's alright. Maybe we can move a bit in this direction. So let's see, 1, 2. Yep, that is actually perfect. So those 2 are clear. So 2 chunks of that direction, 2 chunks of that direction, and 2 chunks of that direction from here are cleared. And as we can see over here as well, we are pretty good to go right here. So again, it doesn't have to be precise, but of course, the more precise it can be, the better are the results. A quick note, do be aware of maybe any caves that might be around. I know they can be pretty hard to spot and find, so I'm not saying make sure there's any caves, but if you do see a cave or something like that, just be aware that maybe they will have an interference. So yeah, do keep an eye out for caves if you can see any, and maybe any other ground that might be nearby that might have an interference as well. Also, do make sure that there are no other biome overlapping the farm and that it's only nether waste inside of the farm. So make sure no other biome is overlapping. So what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna stand right here where I had found a good spot, and then we pretty much want to go up to the bedrock ceiling of the nether, which is basically we want to go all the way up to Y11 121 right here, and leave this drop chute here because we will need it in a bit later. So from here I want to go 16 blocks in this direction, this direction, this direction, and this direction. So to demonstrate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And by the way, the reason why we stop at when we have the Y level at 121 is because right up here is where the bedrock ceiling starts, which is what we want. So as you saw, 16 blocks in that direction, and here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and do that in, well, all 4 directions. Alright, once you have gone in each direction, 16 blocks, then what we want to do is pretty much get rid of all these corner pieces here. So what I recommend you do is go to the end of one of your tunnels, pick a direction, and then go 16 blocks in the direction that you choose, and excluding this block. So 1, not 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then turn towards the other tunnel that you would then, in this case, if I look here, I would have a tunnel to my right. So if I go here, the tunnel should be to my left, and so just keep going until you hit that tunnel. This is just a method I like to use because that ensures me that I hit my marks correctly, and when I start digging this entire thing I don't have to constantly look at coordinates. So yeah, and then you can just mine this entire thing out. Of course, if you're creative, you could use the fill command, which I'm going to do for the sake of this tutorial, otherwise it's gonna take me quite a while. So I'm just gonna replace it with air, just like that, and you would have an area looking like that. Do that for the rest of the 3 areas. Just gonna demonstrate once again over here. Now we have this area cleared, then we have this area here, 16 blocks again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And to show you, right here, as you can see, I have a tunnel going in that direction, so I'm basically making another tunnel in this direction, just like before, turning towards the tunnel, and then just keep going until I hit it, like so. And here we have the other chunk. So do that for the rest of these 3, and I'll be right back. So when you're done, you will have a room pretty much looking like this, which is perfect, and we have the center block right here. Now we will be working at the center block. What you want is some fence. I'm gonna use nether brick fence, you can use any fence, and I'm gonna take some crimson warped fence gate, just to get some color in there. You could use any fence gate. And I'm just going to surround this hole right here, just to give us an access to this area, just in case we need to. It's nice to have. Another thing you will be needing is a trap door, like so, because we will need to stand here for a little bit, and it's just going to be a lot easier for us. And then down here, actually I'm going to wait with putting the trapdoor there because I want to show a thing. We need to go from this block right here 16 down. So moving down, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right there. Place block under it, and boom, there we go. This is going to be the place that you want to be standing AFK for a couple minutes. It is not a full AFK farm where you can just sit here for for the entire night and then there will just be streams of gold waiting for you. But yeah, I'll show you that in a bit. So now what we want to do is make a 5x5 platform based around this one block right here. By the way, you do not need to place these. I just placed them for counting purposes. But you need to have a clear path down to this block. And now make this one block into a 5x5 platform. So just gonna do like this, and there we go. That's a 5x5 platform, and we can place a block right here because we will actually have a ladder going from this place all the way up, like so, all the way up to the trapdoor. Over here, boom, trapdoor. There we go. Now down here, if there are still in your situation a hole to the rest of the nether, make sure to first of all clear this 5x5 area, but also to extend the walls down so that there isn't any opening. This is both to, well, prevent gas, but also so that we don't lose any items. Alright, there we go. Now what we gotta do is we gotta take some trap doors right here, and then we want to place them not on this block right here, not like that, but we want to place them on the block right above it, like so. And we want to do that all the way around, behind this block here, and all the way around. And we also then want to place blocks here, around, like so. This is going to, well, first off, this is where basically the pigmen will fall down to, and where we're going to kill them. And these trapdoors also, because of the height, they're going to stop baby zombie pigmen to be able to get through to us. That is why those are there, and you don't need to stay crouched, which is awesome. Next up, what we then want to do is around our ladder hole, we want to, or ladder chute or whatever, we want to basically dig all of this out, like so, all the way down to the killing area, or to the trapdoors that we just placed right here. So all of this needs to be cleared out, and yeah, I'll be right back once that is done. And that is how it should look. Now what you want to do is take your trapdoors again, and you want to place them not on this block, but on the opposite block of the fence. So like this. There we go. Place them on like so. And boom. There you go. Now just open them like so. And that is that. Don't worry about this bit, it doesn't matter. It still works just fine. This is basically making them so that they actually fall over the ledge. Alright, so now the farm is actually complete. So now what you want to do in order to start it, well, first off, I'm going to get myself a diamond sword because we will be killing them. But what you want to do to activate quote unquote the farm is you want to go into your options, video settings, and then lower your render distance down to 2 chunks. Like so. You can see I can't see anything, you can't even see the wall here. And then you want to leave the world, and then you want to jump back into it. Like so. And then you just want to go down here and yeah, just stand here for 5 minutes pretty much. Stand down here at the end of the ladder for 5 minutes. I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back, and let's take a look at the result. So I'll be right back in 5 minutes. Stay tuned. A quick note is that you cannot just stay here in escaped mode. You have to either stand here like so or with the chat open in case you want to go out to some other windows and such. So yeah, that's just a thing to keep in mind. Alright, 5 minutes is up, and as you can see we have quite a bit of activity here. Let's first off, I'm just gonna... okay, that's already down, that's just me then. Let me lower my volume. But yeah, as you can see, we actually have quite a bit of activity here. So if we just go into options, video settings, and up the render distance. Now, be aware, after a AFK session like I just did, you don't have to increase the render distance. I'm doing it so we can see what I'm doing. If you do increase your render distance after sitting AFK, if you want to reuse the farm again, aka sit AFK again, you will need to do the same trick with putting it down to 2 chunks, leave the world, and then re-enter it. So that is a thing to keep in mind. And we have quite a few pigmen here. So now all you really gotta do is smack one in survival, and they are all gonna, well, run towards you and fall down into the hole. Now, as you may have seen down there, there were a few piglins down there, and this farm does produce a few piglins, but not too many. So it's not really a big deal. I'm also going to enchant my sword with sharpness 5 real quick, and yeah, let's I'm gonna get to killing these guys, and let's see how much stuff we have at the end of this. So be right back once all of these guys are dead. A quick important note is that if you do stand too close, you might get hit like that, so do make sure to keep your distance. Otherwise, yeah, you might die, so be careful. And as you saw, that baby zombie could not get to me, so that is exactly the effect that we want. Oh dear. And get you, and we got a few over here, and that was all of them. So let's see what we got. We got a bunch of gold swords, and we got 24 golden nuggets, and then we got 30 run flesh, and also, very importantly, we got 18 levels just from that. If you notice, my experience levels was at 0 when we started, so I got 18 levels from just sitting here. And it's definitely not the best, like it's not the most efficient gold farm, but it is definitely something that I think is pretty cool and, well, very useful. Also, do keep in mind, this farm was made without the use of turtle eggs. So yeah, overall, I don't think that's too bad, considering the levels and the gold and such for just sitting there for 5 minutes doing something else. So yeah, that's not too bad. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this farm. Well guys, that is going to be it for this tutorial. I hope it was helpful, and I hope that you learned from it. If you have any questions or suggestions for improvements or anything like that, be sure to leave them down below in the comments. And if you have any issues or something like that, do let me know down in the comments, and I will try and help you out if I can. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.